I first met Ryan at an oil and gas company when we lived together in Denver. I was a receptionist at the office, and he was coming in to bring his new hire documents to his boss, and I was making copies for him.
She was one of the first employees there that I saw when I started with my application and all that. There was definitely like a twinkle in her eye. I definitely thought that there might be something there that I need to get to know and try to gravitate towards a little bit more.
And I just saw his eyes, and I just knew there was probably going to be something more there, whether like a friendship or something more.
That attraction just grew more and more as I got to know her personality, her likes, her dislikes.
He just looked like a really sweet person. I would see him every day, and whether it was giving him mail or just if he had questions, we just kind of got to know each other.
Office chatter back and forth. I mean, I didn't really see her very often. I worked on a different floor. The few interactions I did get with her were always nice, and I tried to cherish those as best I could.
He first asked me to go to lunch with him, so we went to Subway.
That was sort of where everything started, and from there we just saw each other more and more, I guess.
There was one situation where we were sitting on my couch watching a movie before we were going to go out later that night, and I remember wanting him to kiss me, but he didn't. So I was like, okay, well, he's taking his time, and it'll happen when it happens.
I feel like it progressed just the more and more we kind of hung out and got to know one another, the stronger that bond sort of became.
We went snowboarding together, and we went to pizza one night, and he invited me out with one of his friends to Rock Bottom. It was like a brewery, it's a chain, but they had like trivia night one of those nights. So we just kind of like started hanging out outside of work, and it just kind of developed into something else. It's just somebody that I never wanted to live my life without.
We had kind of made the decision that we wanted to move out of Denver to a warmer climate. I'd been stationed in Jacksonville in the Navy, so I liked Florida and I liked the Gulf side, so I figured, well, let's just go check out Tampa. I think you'll like it. She was from LA, she missed the beach, so Tampa's got water, and it's half the price of California. So anyway, so we came down here, we kind of checked out the area, and we kind of agreed, all right, let's start putting plans in motion into leaving. We had a pretty good network of friends in Denver, and I knew we'd be going to a place where we didn't. So in my mind, I really wanted to take advantage of that. So I thought it would make the engagement extra special. If some of our friends were there, we could celebrate shortly after. So I ended up proposing in the aquarium at Denver. I sort of surprised her with hey, let's just grab your scuba certification stuff and come with me.
We had been talking about going paddleboarding at one of the reservoirs in Colorado, so I thought maybe he was taking me paddleboarding out there because it was August, it's warm, it's hot.
So we go to the aquarium, and she kind of thought it was just like an adventurous thing to do.
He was like, I'm gonna have to have you sign this waiver, and I was like, a waiver? So I started reading it, and it was, like any harm to your body, or, if you get bitten, and I was like, oh my God, what are we doing?
But I had about a month worth of planning where I had a ring hidden and a sign hidden, and everybody was kind of coordinated.
So it turns out, we were diving with sharks.
We do the dive, and then at the end of it, our friends are on the other side of the glass. I'm able to hold up a sign, and Charissa, Holly, will you marry me?
And I didn't even think like of a proposal. I just thought it was like a cool date idea, and
it went off spot on, man. It went off really, really well.
I just thought that was really sweet. So
she's kind of taken aback, I guess, in the moment. She says that she nods a little bit, but you can barely tell. I knew the answer was going to be yes, though, so that wasn't a concern.
He has a great personality. He's fun, he's funny. He loves to do everything that I like to do. Really good with, the computers and like stocks, just very intelligent, and I admire that about him.
I remember when I first met you, sipping coffee in a corner booth. You were twirling your hair, and I just had to stare for a minute or two. I was laughing at your stack of books, then you shot me that smile. Hey, beautiful girl, in your own little world, let me in it. You got all of my attention, and you ain't even trying. Yeah, you're my kind of different.
She's a lot different than me. She's adventurous, and she does all these crazy trips and crazy things, whereas I normally don't. I mean, I kind of go with the flow and play it safe.
Kinda crazy, but baby, something about you, rocking that rock and roll t-shirt,
kind of opened me up to that side of life, the more spontaneous, the more adventurous, whimsical.
You're a light in the dark and you're still in my heart like a gypsy. I love the way that you kiss me in front of everybody. So baby, come and kiss me. They ain't never seen nothing like you. Shades all spinning in the summer rain, dancing when there ain't no music, just the right kind of crazy. But baby, something about you, rocking that rock and roll t-shirt, whole party dressed up, but you just doing your thing. Ain't nobody ever seen nothing like you.
Growing old together and going through all life's challenges together.
So I don't look forward to growing old, but I know that it's going to be a life of adventure. It's going to be a life of fun and of new experiences. We both love to travel, both love to scuba dive. I'm trying to get her to love skydiving, explore new things together.
Nothing like you, rocking that rock and roll t-shirt, whole party